Two sides to the game today. One team looking to punch their ticket through to the provincial championships next weekend at the Zatzman Sportsplex over in Dartmouth. And one team looking to fight to stay alive and live for at least another day. The Western Hurricanes coming here after dropping game one at home in overtime. And now the Wolverines have a chance to do just that and punch their ticket to next week's provincial championship for the first time in a few years. Welcome, everybody. You're listening to High Button Sports, Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League playoffs. And we're ready to get underway here as the Wolverines will win that one back here. That one's collected, and the Wolverines capped off game one with an overtime winner from Captain Jared Conlon. That puts them in an opportunistic spot here today. That one's picked up now, works that one back in. That one swung back up the wall. That one comes right back around all the way down. Picked up, collected at the line there by Jack Shearer. Sat fourth in regular season scoring and going to look to make his mark here and will be a key, pivotal piece here for the Wolverines as that one's passed up now. Dallas Bennett will send that one in. That one's all the way back around Conlon. We'll pass that one ahead. Here's Shearer now. We'll drop that one off and sends that one all the way down. Conlon battling here. Here's Kellen Ferguson. Giving that one off. Picked up along the wall. Sends that one right back in. Swings it back around for Wyan. Throws that one on. He's alone in front. Takes a shot. A rebound is loose. And picking that up and sends that one up high just over the shoulder of Marcus Tanner. That one's back in behind the net. Passes up the wall. Wyand turns that one over. That one's back the other way now. Skating ahead. He springs his man. And here are the Western Hurricanes. They send that one right back down in behind the net. That's picked up here by Reese Sim. Sim will pass that one ahead. Drops it off here for Kopech. Max Kopech will send that one all the way back around. Second in scoring on this Wolverines team. Kopech has been a big piece. 23 goals on the season. As that one's right back in behind here for Harpel. Here's Leo Harpel battling. Finds his man Lachlan McKay, who takes that one away. Ripley holds the line, turned over back the other way now, but it'll be Henry Berger, the first one to it. Sends that one in here off the boards. That one comes right back the other way, stopped at the line. Harpel sends that one up over the line now. Right back in off the boards, and Santo will send that one up and down. There's Ripley. Playing that one right back in, back the other way. Here come the Wolverines. Schnarr drops that one off for Coombs. Grady Coombs takes that one over the line, tries to drag and rip one. Instead, that one's sent back the other way as Williams will chase it, but that'll be enough for an icing call here. 3:42 into this one. And Marcus Tanner getting the start here today for the Western Hurricanes. A 2-16 record and looking to build on a strong start in the last game from his counterpart, McMullen. Stopped 47 of 50 shots as Williams will fire that one back the other way and wide. And starting over at the other end for the Wolverines, it's Tayden Ye, who has been very good down the stretch here and a big part in that big winning streak in the fall. As that one's redirected out of the zone and faceoff will come just out to the left of Tanner. Shearer gives that one back here for Kopech. Works it back in. Shearer sends that one down low. That one's going to be collected now here by Western. Here's Chase Corkum sending that one up. Works that one back up over the line. Swings it back around. Battle here along the boards, and Williams comes away with it. Here's Luke Williams. Fires it right back for Conlon. Jared Conlon tried to send that one up. Swinging that one up the board. There's Kopech. Kopech couldn't advance. Back into the corner, back in behind the net now. Flips that one up to the line. Stopped by Corkum. Chase Corkum fires that one hits his man in front. Spinning and almost got a piece of that one. Wolverines come away with it. Conlon gets knocked off it there by D'Entremont. D'Entremont getting knocked down and physicality ramping up here. Trying to center that one and Corkum. Thought about pinching in. Instead, the Wolverines come away with it. Here comes Shearer over the line, and that one will be blown down here for an offside, and that one will draw a bit of a crowd here as he took a little jab after the whistle there. Jack Shearer slow to get up, and that's going to be an interference call. Charge here to Henrik Tenwold, so now an early power play coming up here for the Wolverines. A team whose special teams can definitely carry them through the muck. A big opportunity here for the Wolverines to break the ice. Sends that one right back in. Blinn gives it back. Parker. Schneier back up top. Shot there, and that's a blocker. Stopped by Tanner. Chasing that one right back in. Here's Coombs. Plays it back for Reese Sim. Sim plays it across. Walks in, shooting up top. And Tanner makes the glove save. And will stop the play out to his left. And it was a closely contested affair last weekend. The last time these teams met in the regular season, it was a big 8-1 win for the Wolverines. But the Hurricanes evidently came ready to play. Now they find themselves with their backs against the wall here. Here's Ripley shooting, and that one, Tanner got a piece of it. Here's Williams. Back for Ripley now. Here's Ripley with a shot, and that one stopped too by Tanner. Lateria swings that one here for Leo Harpel, the second-year Wolverine. Loses the battle there, and the Hurricanes get that one up to the blue line. Not quite out. And that one up to the line. And that one will be an offside here. Charge to the Wolverines. And a face-off here just outside the line. Flips that one up down the ice. All the way back. Minute gone here on the power play. Here's Wyand looking up ice. He's got the cavalry ready, and he fans on that one. Here is Santo patrolling him. Kopech receives the pass here. Kopech comes away with it, plays that one across. Works it in over the line. Sends that down as Conlon. Giving that one, chases Ferguson. Sends it up the board. Shearer settles it down. Here's Jack Shearer. Back down below the goal line, trying to center that one in front. Couldn't find a man there as that one gets steered away. Takes a little jab there. Back up now, Shearer. Back up for Wyand. A little backhand will chip that one down low here for Conlon. Conlon in front for Kopech. And that one's going to be poked away. Skating that one, and Santo comes away. He's in. He scores! Jacob Santo. A shorthanded goal. And the Western Hurricanes find the antidote that they needed. And 6:05 in, they lead 1-0. And after a strong showing last weekend, that's exactly what this team needed coming into this one. They needed a little bit of firepower off the top. Set the tone a little bit. Wolverines looking for a response. Playing that one here for Berger. Plays it back here, Jack Ripley. Firing that one around. There's Schneier. Back up over the line, trying to take that one in. Taken back by the Wolverines. We'll send that one ahead. Up over the line, that one comes right back. Kellen Ferguson. Bear Dimmel now. Back up for Harpel. Leo Harpel trying to dash in. Ripley shooting off the crossbar and out of play. Another opportunity there for the Wolverines. They've gotten a few close looks. That was the closest they came to beating Tanner. But it rings right off the crossbar and stays out. So a successful penalty kill for the Western Hurricanes. As Lateria pushes that one ahead. Knock works that up the wall, and that one's going to be sent down the ice. That'll be just enough for an icing. Charge here to Western. 7:56 to go here in the first. It's a quick jump start for the Hurricanes. What a boost that they needed. That one's worked down. Lachlan McKay walks in, trying to get a shot off there. Rebound in front is loose. Harpel scores. Leo Harpel is spit right out to him. And he buries the loose puck. And we're tied at 1. And that's the relentless pressure the Wolverines can put on a defense. And Leo Harpel left unattended as the puck spat right out to him, and he got just enough to put it past the right pad of Marcus Tanner. And we're back to even. Playing that one back. Trying to send that one around. That one's up to the line. Williams can't hold it in. Brex Dion gives that one off, and that one's over center. Now over the blue line. Trying to work it in. Picked up, and Shearer fires it off the boards. Santo sends that one off the wall. Tried to get that one down low, but the Wolverines will come back away with it. Over the line, drops it. Williams racing in. Williams with a shot. That one hits Shearer in front. Ends up in the netting, up and out of play. That'll be a face-off here. Out to the right. That one's worked right back in. Penalty on the way to the Wolverines. Skating that one over the line. Hurricanes in front there, and Ye makes the pad stop, spinning and firing that one right on the doorstep. There was Mood Ross out in front, and that one touched up. As the Wolverines will get it and take that penalty here. And now the Hurricanes will get their first look on the power play as Captain Jared Conlon heads off for a head contact penalty. See if that's 2 or 4. Looks like it's just going to be the 2. So a 2-minute power play coming up here for the Western Hurricanes. And these are the moments that you zero in on when it's all said and done. Wolverines, a great team with their special teams. So for the Hurricanes, it's all about finding a way to capitalize on these moments here as Dimmel can't hold it in as he gave that one away, and that one's fired right down. Blake Mood-Ross will play that one up as Hurricanes looking to break it out here with just the speed. Instead, that one's taken away, and Wolverines do such a good job coming up that neutral zone. You're not just going to beat them with speed. You got to have a full 5-man breakout to take that zone. So that one's picked up. Mood Ross can't find a lane, passing that one ahead, and they're going to fire that one back in. all the way down into the corner. Inside 6 minutes to go in the first. Here's Dion. Plays it across. Walking in. Tenwold shooting, and that one's stopped by Ye as he tracks that one through with just over a minute gone here on the power play. And they finally get their first shot here with the man advantage. That'll be a face-off here out to the left of Ye. Blinn shooting, and that one hits a stick, and that'll go wide. Dion backhands it up here for Blinn from the top. Blinn plays it across, sends it down. Trying to center it in front there for Santo. Rebound, and that one sent just wide. Dion up top, gets it back for Blinn. Blinn for Dion. Dion shooting, that one's blocked by Williams. Trying to shovel that one in front, and the defense clears that one away. 20 seconds left on the power play, but the attack continues. Dion, cross ice, off the crossbar. And that one came close. Here's Why Not. Sends that down Ripley. Plays it back here for Williams. Sends that one up. Back by the hashes. Battling here as the Wolverines fired off the board and send that down now in a foot race for it. Here's Conlon, fresh out of the box. Jared Conlon is in, and he gets a stick on it, but that one gets knocked back in behind. Conlon trying to jam that one in. And Jared Conlon fresh out of the box all over it. Now a penalty on the way to the Hurricanes. So fresh off a power play, a hooking call. And for Conlon, recognizing that opportunity coming out of the box, draws a penalty as Lucas Chambers heads off for the hook. And that's a good heads-up play by Conlon to see that loose puck up ice. He was able to track it down. That one's picked up now by Coombs. Takes hit into the boards and another call. That's going to be a cross-check. And it'll be a long 5-on-3 for the Wolverines with 1:55 remaining on that first one. So just 5 seconds in, Chase Corkum gets the cross-check, and now a 5-on-3 power play, and not just a chance to get one here, but a chance to get a couple and build on that lead here with 4:26 to go in the first. So now a face-off here out to the left of Tanner. Pushed ahead now, Lachlan McKay shovels that one away, and he'll be the first one to it there. Up for Ripley. Ripley shooting through traffic, finds a way there, and that one stopped by Tanner and sent down the distance as they get that big first clearance. And the Wolverines will have to re-rack. There's Berger. Henry Berger getting a little too fancy there. He plays it across for Harpel. There's Leo Harpel passing that one up for Ripley. He's in over the line, sends that one down here for Harpel. Pass across. Sim shooting, sends that one wide. Maybe looking for a backdoor pass. There's Ripley, back for Sim now. Reese Sim, back for Ripley. Ripley shooting, blocked. And that one's going to be collected here by Bear Dimmel, and he takes a hit there, but the Wolverines come away with it as it exits the zone with a minute left on that first penalty. Pass ahead now. Back the other way. Here's Jack Shearer. Back in behind the net, back up top, Wyand. Cross ice. Sim shooting, and that one's blocked. Back in behind, Mood Ross. Gives it back for Kopech, who works it back up. Walking in is Shearer, takes a shot. That one stick checked. Back up, Wyand shooting, fires that one just high. Wolverines all around her right now, just got to hit the cage. Sim, cross ice for Coombs. Rather Shearer, back for Sim. Sim on the doorstep, a rebound in front there for Conlon, spinning and shooting, and that one stopped by Tanner after a flurry of opportunities for the Wolverines, and he stands tall. And that 5-on-3 coming to an end in 19 seconds. And he'll see a face-off out to his right. Back up now, Shearer. Jack Shearer shooting. That one's blocked. Rebound in front, and Conlon couldn't get there in time. And that one's going to be cleared away as Wine collects it. And the Wolverines whiff on a big opportunity here. As that one's played ahead, but a chance for Conlon now. Jared Conlon in and sends that one just wide. Tanner might have got a piece of it. Back up, Wine shoots, and that one's going to be kicked away. Collected in front for Shearer, and got his stick lifted there. Sim, Wolverines keeping that momentum rolling here as he plays that one back for Wyand. Here's Lucas Wyand. Plays that one up over the line. And that one's going to be stolen away. Up and out of play here with 2:03 remaining. But a big opportunity for the Wolverines. Not able to capitalize. So they'll resume play just outside the zone, but they've certainly kept that momentum rolling. So that'll be a face-off deep in the western zone as seem to change the tone a bit there. Flipped ahead now as Williams, first one back to it, plays that one across. Over the line now. There's Snare. Sends it off the boards. That one comes back as Dimmel. Plays it here for Williams. Here's Luke Williams. Across for Lateria. Liam Lateria has that one taken away now. Here come the Hurricanes with numbers. They're going to dash that one up. 90 seconds to go in the first. Pass across by Santo. Finds Dion. Comes up here. Drops that one back. Berger plays that one across here for Conlon, who plays that one up for Lateria. Mood Ross gets it poked off his stick here by Harple. He's got one. Harple looking for another and can't get any separation here in the last minute in period number one. Over the line. Mood Ross loses the inside track there as the Wolverines come away with it. Back for Conlon. Conlon up for Coombs, dropping that one up. That one's fired down into the corner. Ripley for Berger, back for Coombs. Battling here with about 20 seconds to go in the frame. Ripley off the boards for Harple. They'll play it across here for Berger. He bobbles it there as Chambers is all over him, and that one's chipped off the glass but not out. Here comes Dimmel. Bear Dimmel walks in. He shoots, and that one's just wide, and a chance there. Gets steered away down to 5 seconds now. Maybe one last shot here from the point. He rips it, fires that one high, and a frantic finish to the first. But we're all tied at 1. We'll be right back here in a few moments for period number 2. Welcome back, everybody, to start period number 2. We're all tied at 1. No tomorrow for the Hurricanes. They have to find a way to win today. And the Wolverines have their sights set on next weekend's provincial championships. As that one's going to be pushed ahead. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to High Button Sports from the Halifax Forum. A lot's on the line here today. U15 major playoffs. As we are working it up over the line here, as that one's going to be offside. And as mentioned off the top, it was the Wolverines who came away with a 3-2 win. They fired 50 shots, and meanwhile, they actually got outshot last weekend as the Hurricanes fired 57 on Riley Green, who saved 55 of those and a few big ones in overtime that put the Wolverines in an advantageous position here. Here's Shearer now trying to work it through. Jack Shearer drops it off. Little backhand off the wall. Shearer now trying to work it through, and that one's going to be collected now. Here comes Tenwold in over the line. Takes it in over center, and he'll backhand that one in deep. Wyand dropping that one off. Cross now for Shearer. Back for Kopech. That one's going to be poked away, and that one's sent right up. Back in here for Corkum. Chase Corkum up for Hossein. That one's back the other way now. Santo. Jacob Santo takes a fall there. Losing control here as Lachlan McKay's in all over that. Penalty on the way. A slashing call. That one's going to be charged here to Lachlan McKay. So the Hurricanes 0 for 1 on the power play. Get a look here, just a minute 12 into the second period. They look to regain that lead that they got from that shorthanded goal from Jacob Santo. That one's back up Corkum. Has that one taken away. Here comes Ripley. In over the line. Ripley in front now. He shoots, and that one's a great save by Marcus Tanner. Ripley playing that one across there for Jacob Parker. But Tanner standing his ground, keeping this a tie game. Back in behind, here's Mood Ross. Blake Mood Ross plays that one ahead. Finds Dimmel on the other side there as Conlon comes away with it. Chips that one down. Here's Ripley. Back for Tenwold. We'll fire that one, and that one goes up and down the ice. And the Hurricanes on that first power play, they really didn't find a groove in breaking the puck out. And another example there of just trying to throw it up ice. Need that five-man press here as Kopech trying to take on 5 guys. And that one's back the other way. Dimmel loses the puck there as Corkum comes away with it. Minute gone here on the power play. Stolen away now. Here's Wyand. Bennett plays that one back, and he bobbles that one. That one's going to come back the other way. Here's Mood Ross. That one's a battle here along the ball as Dion plays that one back here for Blinn. Martin Blinn playing that one ahead as Santo. Misses that one. That one goes all the way down. No icing. 15 seconds left on the power play. And still, between the 2 power plays, just the 1 shot on goal for the Hurricanes. And they'll get another look here and a chance to build on that total. As Jack Shearer gets the gate here for tripping. As he took out the legs of Jacob Santo. And that'll bring a face-off here out to the right. Ripley backhands that one up down the ice. Back in behind here for Blinn. He'll collect. Martin Blinn skating that one ahead, firing that one around. Caden Ye back in behind his net. Ripley picks that one up, airmails it down the ice. Now go all the way back here as Mood Ross collects, looking it up. And Mood Ross will take that one himself, trying to work his way through, but the Wolverines once again coming that up. Mood Ross loses that one. That one's fired in off the boards. That one goes all the way down. Colton, why not? We're going to send that one up ice, and now meets him with some resistance. Now Corkum will have to chase it. Here's Chase Corkum. Trying to drop that one off here. Wyan getting to it first. That one's sent right back. Looking up ice once again. Finds his man on the other side. That's Bennett. A chance for a break here. Trying to play that across, but Sim fires that one up and down. 35 to go on the power play. Sends that one up. Finds a stick there. They'll send it in and try to forecheck his Ye. Fires that one. That one's off the boards. Coombs works it in. Takes a shot there. That one's going to be steered away. Kopech working that one in, trying to get it over the line. Kopech gives it back for Bennett. Chipping that one down. Wolverines will give it chase, and another successful penalty kill. Hurricanes now 0 for 3 with just the one shot on goal to show for it. Here's Dimmel. Poked off his stick. 5 minutes gone here in the second. One's picked up. Kopech turns it over now. Back the other way. Little backhand off the boards. Williams gives it back for Conlin, who chips that one up, and that one's all the way down. Up to the line. Stopped by Gauthier, who sends that one just wide. Swings it right back around. Sent up. Here's Dimmel. Chipping that one ahead. That one's right back. Williams up for Snare. Back the other way. Rutledge dancing through. Austin Rutledge. Little backhand. Snare trying to send that one on. And that one goes just wide. Snare. Now the Wolverines looking to get a chance here as Ripley gets that one up to the line. That one hits a leg. That one's back the other way now. There's Dimmel. We'll take that one and fire it down and head off for a change. Takes a shot. That one's blocked by Ripley. There's Jack Ripley. Across now for Harpel. Leo Harpel is in. Has the lone Wolverines goal. Ripley with a shot there. Rebound in front. Loose whacking away. Sends it wide. Tanner down in his crease, and he's going to get right back up. Harpel trying to center that one. Ripley shot from the point, and a pad stop there by Tanner. Backhand up for Why Not. Tenwold sends it back down the other way. There's Caden Ye. Up for Coombs. Back for Ripley, who sends it in behind the net. Back for Ripley now. Back for Coombs. Grady Coombs gives it back now. Ripley. Off the boards. That one comes back all the way down. No icing. That's Ferguson sending that one ahead, and that one's back the other way now. Trying to cut it wide, trying to work it out there, tried to maybe bank that there off the pad of Caden Ye. But Xander Churchill was bearing down on him, threatening. That'll put a face-off here out to the right of Caden Ye. Picked up now. Dion with a shot. That one's going to be steered away. That one's stopped up. Here with 12:18 to go in the second period. Both teams looking for an advantage. That one's collected now as Hurricanes. Played across as Corkum. Finds his man, Corkum, passes it up. Wyand plays it back for Schnarr. Wyand will fire that one down. Hurricanes look to ring that one around. Schnarr fires it off the boards. Lateria in the midst of that battle. Almost comes away with it, but it's going to be Corkum who collects and plays it back across. Battle ensues here along the boards as Wyand taken out of the play as Santo. Looking up ice. Finds his man, Reese Sim. Sends it there for McKay, who finds Parker. Jacob Parker up for Harpel now. Harpel drags, shooting, scores! Post in! Leo Harpel doubles down. And it's 2-1 Wolverines. And you can hear the sound of the iron through the rink. What a shot from Leo Harpel. And Halifax leads 2-1. One's up. Parker just misses that one. Chambers. Battle here along the wall. Ensues as Parker comes away with it. Little backhand, shoveling that one up the ice. Williams fires that one down. So the Wolverines on top here with their first lead of the game as we approach the midway mark of period number 2. As that one's played back here for Williams. Looks up ice, Conlon. Plays it into the middle. Takes it back. Walking in, Kopak with a shot there, threatening. And that one ends up out of play with 10:29 remaining here in the second. But Max Kopak, who's been all around it and has had a relatively quiet afternoon, looking to make his mark on this one. Top line back out there for the Wolverines. As Shearer, Kopak, and Conlon look to make it happen. Conlon knocks it down out of the air with his stick and almost a nice play setting himself up. Corkum, little backhand up the wall, takes a bounce off the stanchion there. Sim plays it up for Shearer. Shearer out in front there, tried to find Kopak in the middle, and we're officially midway through this one. As Conlon will send that one back down. Back for Jack Shearer. Shearer meets his man and stands him up. Lateria back up top. Sim with a shot there from the point, glove down by Tanner. And that'll be a face-off out to his right. Up here off the glass, Rutledge. Gives it for Schnarr. Fisher Schnarr shooting. Blocked. Back the other way now. Hurricanes chipping that one ahead now. A foot race for it. Here comes Lucas. Trying to center it. Gives it here for Rutledge. Swings that one around for Lateria. Liam Lateria. Trying to throw that one up ice. Plays it back. Ripley. Cross ice pass there for Schnarr. Fisher Schnarr off the boards. Sending that one up ice. Finds his man on the other side. Here's Dallas Bennett. Bennett shooting. Scores! Dallas Bennett It's a tie game. And don't count them out just yet. Wolverines took control. And the Hurricanes find a way back. Dallas Bennett, welcome to the party. And with 8:45 to go in the second, we're all tied back at 2. Just over 2 minutes after Leo Harpel broke the deadlock. We're right back to where we started. That one's passed up, hits a leg, and goes all the way down. Western crowd here coming to life, as that's a battle in behind the net. Williams plays it back for Gauthier. That one's passed ahead now is Corkum. Chases it back. Chase Corkum. Sending that one up for Williams. Williams will play that one across here. Passes ahead. Works it down. Corkum. Tried to pass it ahead for Dimmel. Back now for Gauthier. Avery Gauthier. And a little bit of a wrestling match there. Net guard on the ice. Someone's got to head off. That one's picked up now. Conlon. That one's going to be offside. Here with 7:39 to go. Shaping up to be another nail biter. And of course, if the Hurricanes pull out the win here today, game number 3, the decisive season-defining game for both these teams goes tomorrow morning, 11:30 at the Halifax Civic Center as Kopech across, trying to get a shot off there for Conlon. Centers it, Wyand, bobbles it. Little chop on the stick there for Wynot. Is that one given back for Sim? Conlon fires that one down. Western wanted a call. Big hit there along the wall. Physicality ramping up, and it's going to be a factor here as that one comes back for Conlon, who takes a hit there from Wynot. Played across up to center. They'll pinball that one back in. Delayed icing, waved off as Wyand first one to it. Luke Wyand plays that one up. Churchill skates over it, back the other way now. Here come the Hurricanes. He's in, he shoots, he scores! Breaking free once again, the Hurricanes find another hole to exploit. And they once again have the lead. Brex Dion. And the punches keep rolling for the Western Hurricanes. And it looks like that'll be it for Tadenye. Riley Green coming in relief. Trying to get a different look. Of course, changing your netminder comes with risk. You know, you have a guy coming in cold. We'll see if it pays off. 6.5 to go. Wolverines led briefly. So play that one ahead. In over the line, Parker trying to throw that one right on. Taken back the other way now. Skating that one up, here's Alex Knock. And that one's going to be stopped up. And a face-off just outside the line. And that's a good couple of goals for the Hurricanes, just a hustle, finding their way to loose pucks, and it's a cliche discussed in hockey so much, getting to loose pucks, getting pucks in deep. But sometimes it's a cliche for a reason. And it pays off for the Hurricanes here as Harpel. He's got 2, looking to be the hero once again. Off the wall for Ripley. Shooting from the point, and Tanner gloves it down. It was going wide, but he's going to not take any chances there. And a little bit of a dust-up. But the face-off here now out to the left. There's McKay, tried to give that one for Harpel. Back the other way, Bear Dimmel. Gives it up for Wyand. Plays it back, Harpel. Plays that one up, that one's all the way down. Foot race for it. Sim. Battling with Bennett. Plays it across, Sim. Tried to work that one back in as Harpel. Sends that one down low, bombing, and that one up the ice, trying to find another man on the stretch, and maybe getting a little too overzealous on that one. Shearer walks in, shoots, and a pad stop there. As Tanner at points has struggled from distance. Harpel, both of his goals coming from a bit of a range. Maybe trying to exploit that as Dontremont takes a hit, drops it. Shearer down low, pad stop as he kicks that one away, and the defense will clean that up. Picked up now, Conlon steals it back, and he turns that one right back over. Dontremont taking a bit of a slash there from Shearer. No call. Back the other way. Shearer sends it off the boards. That one's right back. Knock will send that one back in. Berger. Henry Berger back for Ripley. Battle for it here along the wall. Approaching 4 minutes to go. And Western looking for that first bit of insurance all series long. And you can't underrate the value of that insurance. And now Wolverines stuck on the ice after an icing. And a face-off here out to the left of Green. That one's pushed ahead now. Foot race as Rutledge dashing ahead now. He almost got to it first, but the Hurricanes will play that one back the other way. Brex Dion, he's in alone. Dion drops it back, firing that one wide as Santo was trailing behind and maybe getting a little too cute there. Had free range right to the net as that one just hopped over his stick. And an opportunity down the drain for the Western Hurricanes here. Here's Mood Ross. Plays it across now. Shot from the point, steered away by Green. Rebound in front. And Green has had their number all series long as he takes a shot there, and they almost solved him there. Back up top, shot punched away by Green. Once again, tracking that one through. Here's Dion, back in behind the net. Brex Dion. Battling with Rutledge. Trying to center that one up, back up top. A backhand right on. Steered away, Green has it. Jabbing away at it. And the whistle goes with 2:45 remaining here in the second. And the Wolverines under siege. Here, 2:45 to go. They'll have a do-over here. McKay getting the boot from the dot. Harpel comes in to take it for him. That one's played ahead, turned over at the line. In front is loose, and he couldn't quite keep the handle on it there as that one's passed ahead now. McKay, a little bit of disjointment here for the Wolverines as Harpel playing that one. Dropped it back for Lateria. Now it's back for Harpel. Leo Harpel back up for Sim. He'll send that one right back around. McKay off the boards, trying to center that one. Martin Blinn getting physical here as the whistle goes. Referee loses sight of the puck. Oh, a face-off here out to the right of Tanner. And Kopak in to take that one. Looks like they're actually going to put this one just outside the line. Trying to skate that one up now. Reese Sim. Little backhand. We'll send that one all the way down. Corkum trying to chip that one up. That one stopped by the Wolverines, so they muddy up that breakout. As Shearer comes away with it. Jack Shearer up top for Sim, trying to sift that one through. Instead, he sends that one back around for Kopak. Tried to find Shearer there on the inside as that one gets flipped up into the bench. And out of play with 1:39 to go. And the face-off out to the left of Tanner. Here's McKay, walks in, shoots, and that one's a blocker save there. Had his spot picked. That one's taken away, trying to whack at it. Trying to send that one up. Ripley and Harpel touches up, but that's going to be an offside. And that'll be a face-off just outside the line here. Here's Parker. We'll send that one down. Plays that one up, McKay. Stopped here at center. Back for McKay. Flips that one down. Corkum chipping that one up, and that one's going to be flipped up and out. Ripley drops it back. Stolen away. Here come the Hurricanes, and taking a fall there was Churchill. Back for Ripley, inside a minute to go. Harpel plays it across. Rutledge couldn't handle it. That one's back the other way, and that one's going to go for an icing. There were 36 seconds left. And Wolverines tried to get a change in there. But they're going to be trapped out on the ice here with 36 seconds to go. That one's back up top. A shot there, steered away by Green. Sends that one back the other way now is Blinn. Stops that one up. He's going to spin and fire that one up. Stopped at center by Wyand. Luke Wyand gives it back. Rutledge holds the line there, supporting him. Playing that one across. Foot race in now. Off the boards, Rutledge. Couldn't play it, though. Would have been too many men instead. He's going to skate off. 5 seconds left. Off the boards. Sends up Tenwold, but he's not going to have enough time as time will expire. But it's the Western Hurricanes who score back-to-back, and now they lead 3-2 heading into the third period. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Halifax Forum. Period number 3 coming right up. Welcome back, everybody. Period number 3. You're ready to get underway here. A trip to provincials on the final. Western Hurricanes fighting for their lives here today. And they lead 3-2 heading into the third period. And the Wolverines looking to claw their way back as they've done all game long. And they've only held the lead for just over 2 minutes. We're back off and underway. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to High Button Sports here from the Halifax Forum. As that one's played ahead, Kopech will give it chase. Here's Max Kopech. Back in behind the net, Conlon. Trying to pass that one across. Conlon works it down. Kopech back out in front. That one pinballs here as Wolverines looking to avoid going to a third and decisive winner-take-all game tomorrow morning at the Civic Center. Conlon plays it up here for Kopech. Plays that one across now, over the line. Plays it ahead now for Kopech, and that one gets lost in his skates. Shearer loses the battle there as that one gets sent up, and Luke Williams will play that one back across. Fires it off the boards for Kopech. Max Kopech will send that one back in. D'Entremont turns that one aside there as Dimmel gets puck stripped off him by Shearer. Here comes Jack Shearer is in, centering in front, and a pad save there. Shearer spinning and firing that one high, and Ripley can't save that one. So they'll fire that one off the boards. That one comes right back. McKay turning it over. Corkum plays it across. They pinball that one into the middle here. Picked up by the Western Hurricanes. They'll send that one back in. Here's Ripley playing that one up. Pinballs that one here is Santo. Gives it back for Ripley. Trying to play it ahead over the line. Here comes Parker. Jacob Parker walks in. Harpel. He's got 2 and looking for a third. Blinn plays that one up here for Coombs. Back around now for Harpel. Trying to play that one ahead. Coombs works it in over the line. Here comes Grady Coombs. Cutting in Coombs, and he couldn't get a shot off there. That one poked free, and the Wolverines foot on the gas here in the first 2 minutes of the third as they look for an equalizer. Flipped up and out. And 2:09 in. A defensive zone draw for the Hurricanes as they protect this lead. With a face-off here out to the right. Back up for Sim. Reese Sim with a shot. That one taken away. Tenwold can't skate away with it, and he gets backed up there by his defense as Sim will chip that one in. Sending that one back around. One's picked up here by Knock. Rutledge back for Wyand. Trying to play that one in the middle. Rutledge giving that one back. Little backhand in front, hits a skate there. Rutledge has that one taken away. Conlon battling here along the wall, taken back. Conlon across, in front, shooting, chops away at that one. There's Conlon, takes it in behind the net, trying to wrap it around. Back up for Sim, and that has the net come off. And Sim had an open look. Maybe saved by the bell. Was the Wolverines. But nonetheless, a face-off here out to the right of Tanner. One back. Here's Shearer. Jack Shearer sends it on, kicked away. Conlon sends that one back around. Here's Kopech. Kopech in front for Shearer now, and that one gets lost in the fray as the Hurricanes will take it back. Over the line here is Blinn. Plays that one up, Shearer. Up for Conlon. Here's Jared Conlon. We'll flip that one in. Chasing it down. Here's Williams. Back for Shearer. He's trying to dig that one free. Kopech has that one chipped over his stick. And Dimmel will shovel that one there, and that one comes up the wall, but not all the way. They had a lot of time. Couldn't make do, though, as Ripley gives it back for Parker, who plays it up for McKay. McKay turning that one over. Here's Bear Dimmel. And that next goal will be a big one. The Hurricanes looking to add some insurance. The Wolverines looking to tie it. Passes that one ahead now. Walking in. Here's Harpel in front there. Tried to go backdoor for McKay, but it slips right by his stick. That one's poked ahead. Held in. Here's McKay. Out in front, McKay on the doorstep there, and that one steered away by Tanner, and another opportunity for the Wolverines, as it's been all Halifax to start this period. Now 15:26 to go. Looking for that equalizer, but that one's going to come just outside the line. There's Williams. Plays that one back across here. Collected now over the line, chasing that one in. Rutledge giving that chase, and that's going to be an icing charge here to the Wolverines. So now a defensive zone draw as the Hurricanes have a chance to get their feet under them here. One back. Here's Knock. Plays that one across. Shooting. Redirected just wide. Comes back out in front. Little backhand in the middle. Shooting. Scores! It's a 2-goal lead for the Western Hurricanes. On the doorstep, they left them all alone. And Brex Dion with goal number 2 on the day. And it's 4-2 Hurricanes. Sending that one back in. Here's Wyand. Wolverines now looking for an answer. We're 15 minutes away from locking in a game number 3. But not if the Wolverines have anything to say about it. Kopech across. And that one stopped. It almost looked like it came loose. But that one's going to be steered aside by Tanner. Face-off here out to the left of Tanner. Taken away, walks in, Kopech. Couldn't get the shot off there. Good stick by Conlon, but that one's into the middle. Blinn plays that one across for his man, and that one's flipped up now. A foot race for it. Here they come. He's in and sends that one just wide as they come crashing in. Knocking Green into the net, and that knocks it off, so that'll be a face-off here in the Wolverines' end. Now a face-off here out to the right of Green. That's one back. Shot there, blocked. Comes right back out as Knock will play that one here, works it up. Fires it off the boards and rings that one here for Williams. Now a penalty on the way, and that one's going to be charged to Jack Shearer. And all of a sudden now, up by 2. 4:13 to go, and they'll go to the power play. And a face-off here out to the left. Here's Mood Ross. Picks that one up, and that one's sent all the way down. That one comes back out in front as McKay plays it. Almost the first one to it there. Here's Tenwold. Plays that one up for Dimmel. Bear Dimmel, he's in, and that's a backhand off the post. Wolverines losing some coverage here as Tenwold plays that one in the middle, shooting, misses high. They're buzzing around now as McKay comes away with it. Tenwold battling with him. Hurricanes back up top. Across, shooting, rebound on the doorstep. And that one hops over the stick of Tenwold, shoveled up ice. And the Wolverines will get a much-needed line change in there. There's Dion. Redirects that one in. Wolverines will be the first to it as Sim throws that one down, and that's redirected. All the way down the ice here with 50 seconds to go on the power play. There's Blinn, plays that one ahead now. Works it back in. Sends that one around. Here's Dion. Trying to center that one across, trying to chop away at it. Sends it up ice, and Dion settles it down as Conlon would have had free reign right to the net. Picked up. Now it's gloved down with a hand pass. And a face-off just outside the Wolverine zone with 12 and a half to go. And a face-off here just outside the line. That one's one back. They'll skate that one up ice. Chipping that one in here. Here's Sim. Why not? Plays that one here. Back for Why Not. Why Not shooting, and that one's up in the netting, out of play. Here with 12:05 to go. Face off here out to the left of Green. Williams giving that one back. That one's played ahead now. Wolverines looking to snatch that momentum back. Here's Harpel in for Coombs, shooting, and that one's blocked. Rebound, Harpel couldn't collect. Hurricanes now 3-on-2. Drops it into the middle. Tenwold trying to center that one. Maybe doing a little too much there as Ripley plays it into the middle. Trying to send that one up. Here's Coombs. Plays that one ahead for Harpel now. They'll head off for a change, so Harpel will try to hold on to it. Takes it back in. He curls back. Drops it back, and that's a little backhand up here by Why Not to get that one out. Sim drops it back for Wyand. Passed up. Foot race for it is Schnarr. Misses it, Wyand. We'll flip that one up and out of play with 11:09 left on the clock. Face off just outside the Wolverines' end. Here's Sim, passes that one up, tried to find Lateria. Chambers chips that one off the boards. Back for Wyand. Back Sim. We'll play it ahead now. Here's Schnarr. Fisher-Schnarr drops it back. Lateria shooting. And that one stopped, and maybe the Wolverines snapped out of the funk, getting a few close opportunities. But now an offensive zone face-off. Still more than half the period to go. Santo getting the boot from the dot. Off the boards. Here's Conlon. Works it down. There's Kopech. Kopech out. Comes back the other way. Dion chips that one off the glass. The Wolverines will be the first to it. Here's Ripley. Back for Kopech. Back now, Shearer. Jack Shearer in. Taken down. Takes a fall there as he tried to center that one. Collected now, Dion. Back the other way, Conlon. Shovels that one up ice. Sends it back around. That one's right back here for Williams. Plays it across, Williams. Couldn't handle that one, McKay. They skate over it, Dion. Tenwold gives it back here for Dion. Dion pushes it past McKay. Back for Dion, across. Up, knock. Shot from the point, rebound in front there, Tenwold. Couldn't get a stick on that. Shot from the point, Green somehow tracked that one through. Hit him right on his left pad. Up here for Williams. Trying to send that one up ice, McKay. Chipping that one ahead, Lachlan McKay. Busting on in, plays it across, no one there for it. Back the other way now. 3 Wolverines stuck back. Here come the Hurricanes. Tenwold trying to dance through, gets it poked off his stick there by Ripley. Wyan swings it up the boards here for Dimmel. Here's Blinn. Takes a shot there, hits a Wolverine on the way through. Pokes it up. Harpel trying to battle his way in. Sends that one up. Stopped here at the line, and Hurricanes work it down, spinning, trying to get a shot off there, and that one's sent just wide. On the outside, clunks off the outside of the post. That one's played right back in. Collected now, here's Blinn. Across from the point, shooting, stopped by Green as he gloves that one down with 8:01 remaining. Making the stop. An important one at that. Keeping them at an arm's length, 2-goal leads. It can sometimes be a false sense of security. One shot and Wolverines are within one. But it's a nice little cushion to have as Lateria fires that one wide. Rutledge gives it back for Schneider. Trying to center it in front, and Tanner covers that one up and averts the danger. And the Wolverines won't match on the lines here. And it looks like they will. They'll get that big line out there of Shearer, Kopech, and Conlon as they look to generate something. Picked up Kopech, shooting, stopped. It seeps through, they score! Crosses the line, and the Wolverines are back within one. And just off the draw, Shearer won it back, and Kopech just shot that one, and it seeped through Tanner and just got over the line. And the Wolverines are back in it with 7:42 to go. That one's one back. Corkum plays it up. Here's Sim. Sends it in off the boards. Plays it ahead now for Kopech. Looking for more. Max Kopech. was the player of the month in January. Looking to make his mark here. Conlon shooting, sends it wide. Kopech has that one turned over. Corkum gives that one off. That one's off the boards. Wyand, first one to it. Here's Lucas Wyand into the middle there. Conlon knocks it down, and that one comes free. Taken away, stick lifted. And now an opportunity for the Hurricanes to get that out, and they do. They'll send that one down the ice, but that will be an icing charge here with 7:05 to go. Pace ramping up a little bit. And the Wolverines, a team who can find that rhythm quick. As that one's back up, Williams sends that one back down. Blinn works it back now. Harpel, he's got a couple today. Leo Harpel now. Trips it, tries to get it off the boards there. Blocks him up just long enough as Williams gets back. Harpel skating that one ahead now. He's got McKay with him. Leo Harpel in over the line. Harpel shooting right into the chest of Tanner. But they get another offensive zone face-off, and we'll see if they want to put that big line right back out there. And that's just what they'll do. As that's almost an automatic with how well that line's played. Conlon, Shearer, Kopech generating that last goal. Shearer now in front for Conlon, and that one steered away. A race to it, out in front, and Tanner makes the stop as he covers that one up on the whack there. And I'm sure you can expect to see a healthy dose of this trio out there for the rest of the way. Now Kopech loses the draw there. Tried to send it off the boards. Here's Chambers. Sends it back. There's Wyand. Up the wall now. Kopech plays it into the middle there for Sim. Up for Conlon now. Conlon finds Shearer. They take the zone. Jack Shearer handles it. Sends it down for Kopech. Rather Conlon. Jared Conlon muscles his way through. That one's sent up. Picked up by the Hurricanes now. Back the other way. Picked up. Sent out here by up to Sim. Reese Sim finds Shearer on the other side. There's Jack Shearer battling. Trying to make something happen as Churchill plays that one ahead of foot race for it, but Williams, first one to it. Here's Luke Williams. Plays that one ahead, almost finds his man Harpel on the other side, but Leo Harpel, first one to it, shot off the outside. Rebound in front, and Parker sends it just wide. Williams sends that one down for McKay. Parker approaching 5 minutes to go. Back now for Harpel. Sends that one up, and that one's all the way back out. Williams. Back up for McKay. Back for Blinn inside 5 minutes. So that one gets redirected in. Sim will pick it up in behind the net. That top line getting a rest now is Coombs. We'll skate that one ahead now. Grady Coombs plays it across there for Harpel. Leo Harpel sends it down. Back out in front. Rutledge trying to center that one. So that one's picked up now by the Hurricanes. They're going to skate that one ahead. Mood Ross. Met with some resistance there by Sim. Approaching 4 minutes to go as Schnarr collects it. Rutledge plays it back as Sim couldn't handle that one, and that one comes out to the near boards here as Sim plays it up for Coombs, who tries to fire it in. Get that one back out here with 4 minutes remaining. Looking to live to fight another day. Ripley battles along the boards with him. Kopech, that big line back out there for the Wolverines. Playing that one back. Here's Conlon. Cross-ice pass here for Shearer over the line. Jack Shearer drags it, shooting off the crossbar. They came close as Kopak will fire that one right on. Defender loses a stick. Plays it into the middle. Shearer tries to get it in front. Stolen away now by Conlon as Williams sends that one out of the zone. Out of the reach there. Battle here is Conlon. They have him under siege here. Back up top. Williams trying to get a shot there that hits the leg of Chambers. Back down low for Kopak. Kopak into the middle there. That one's picked up now. Hurricanes playing that one up. Why not? Plays it ahead. Back the other way now. Chips it ahead. Here's Kopak. He's in. Kopak, and he can't get a shot off there. Now with 2:50 to go. Here's Tenwold. Back for McKay. Turns that one over. Up for Chambers. Top line. Maybe gets one last look here. As Green kicks that one aside. Sim. You have to imagine next whistle, Wolverines might want to draw something up here. Harpel up here for Wyand. Kicks it to himself. A great play by Lucas Wyand in the middle there. And Harpel racing in, and he holds it. Sends that one down as the Hurricanes will ring that one around. Sending that one up the wall. All the way back. Williams gets back to it. Looking up ice. Just over 2 minutes to go. Here from the Forum. Williams works it in over the line. Luke Williams gives it for Harpel. Leo Harpel in front for Parker. Back up Ripley shooting. And that one's stopped by Tanner with 1:55 to go. And we'll see if this is when the Wolverines want to use that timeout. Maybe they want to get a shift from their top guys here before they think about calling that. And we'll see what they want to do here. And they aren't going to call the timeout, but the big line back out there. Riley Green just fixing up his pads. 1:55 to go. Hurricanes looking to survive a late push. Shearer in to take that draw. And if they win it, you can bet Green's going to head to the bench here shortly as it's picked up. Kopak shooting, and that one's stopped by Tanner with 1:51 to go. Another face-off out to the left. Jack Shearer, another big face-off for him. He's been money in the dot all day. A big one right here. And he wins it. Shearer shoots. That one's in the netting, out of play. And that'll be another face-off here for Shearer as he won that one. And you can see how aggressive he's being. A pure goal scorer and an offensive powerhouse in this league. So they're going to change up the defense. It's going to be Wyand and Sim back out there now. Plays it up. Sim bobbles on his stick. That one's back the other way now. A foot race for it. Here's Why Not. Why Not a little backhand, and that one ends up in the netting, out of play with 1:36 to go. And will this be the time the Wolverines use their timeout? We'll see here momentarily. 96 seconds on the clock. Tenwold, the cross, shooting, and that one's steered away by Green with 1:32. That's one back. Up top, bobbles it. Here comes Shearer now. He comes away with it. Jack Shearer dashing up. Shearer, he's in, he shoots, and that one's stopped there by Tanner. Back in behind the net. Net is empty for the Wolverines. 6 attackers out there. Inside 90 seconds to go. Along the wall. Harpel wins it, loses it. Here's Dimmel, fires it off the boards, and the Hurricanes will get that one. They'll send it up. Chambers battling here. Chambers gets that one down, but Conlon's going to be the first one to it. Conlon chips that one almost right to Chambers. Wyan down on the ice. Harpel settles it down. They'll play it back, and they get control. Up here for Conlon. Finds Shearer on the other side. Plays that one ahead now. 45 seconds left. Along the wall, sent up. Sim holds it in at the line. Reese Sim shooting. That one's blocked by Dimmel. Back for Sim. Works it along the half wall. Sends it back down. Right back around. 30 seconds left to go. Wyand up, and that one's taken away here by the Hurricanes. Up to center. Little backhand ahead. And that one just off the post. 20 seconds to go, and it's still 4-3. Back the other way, and they're going to miss that one. And that one's bombed right back. Plays ahead. Maybe one last chance for the Wolverines. Here comes Kopech. Over the line, Max Kopech shooting. He scores! Max Kopech! The game is tied. He made it 4-3, and he's the hero here today for the Wolverines with 8 seconds to go. We're tied at 4. And for the second game in a row, we're 8 seconds away from going to an extra frame. My goodness. That one's going to be one back here. Hurricanes will play that one ahead. Williams chops that one up. And a puck that went off the post. Plays a factor. And Kopech on the last look. Ties it back up. We'll be right back here in a moment for overtime. Welcome back, everybody, inside the Halifax Forum. It was 4-2 for a long stretch of the third period. Max Kopech made it 4-3, and then with 8 seconds left, ties this game up to send it to a second straight overtime for these two teams. What a nail-biter of a series it's been. And it could come to an end with the next goal, or it can lock us in for a third and decisive game tomorrow morning. But Riley Green coming in relief of Tayden Yeh. As you can see there on the right-hand part of the screen, Yeh. Grateful for Green coming in and stealing the show at times. He's been rock solid since entering. But now an opportunity for both these teams. Five on five for 15 minutes. Next goal wins. And it's a biggie. It's one back here by the Hurricanes to start overtime. Sudden death. And we'll see what happens here as Chambers plays that one up all the way back in. That one's collected by Hossein. Turns that one over, back for Conlon. You saw a healthy dose of them to end the third. Maybe a dose here in overtime. Kopech finds Shearer on the other side. Shearer tried to find Conlon there. Conlon battling. Kicks that one down low. He takes a fall, little chip up the wall. There's Wyand. Off the glass, glove down. And the Hurricanes now will get a chance. There's Chambers. Sim chips it off the wall. And we'll send that one up here. Settle down. Sim plays that one across. Works that one back over the line. He shoots. Rebound on the doorstep. They score! It's over! Game over! Series over! Wolverines win it! And it's a comeback for the ages. And the Wolverines come out on top. And they punch their ticket to next weekend's provincial championship in Dartmouth. And that's the lesson they'll take from this one. You stick with it until that final buzzer goes. And at one end, the Western Hurricanes threw everything, including the kitchen sink, at them. An unfortunate end. But you leave it all out on the ice. And that will do it, everybody. You've been listening to High Button Sports here. Wolverines take it 5-4. We bring all the U15 action for you. Lots coming today. And, of course, in the next week or so. Thanks for tuning into this one. Wolverines take it 5-4. We'll see you next time.